So you won't be disappointed with this. It's different, but there are still some curious things. Okay. So this is based on, and we're going into it again, and I want to again apologize. How ridiculous that I listened to so many people pronouncing this case and was like ready for it, and then totally forgot it as soon as we jumped on. But the Velacas case, it's named, that's actually a neighborhood in Madrid. So that, because Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro was Verónica. Right. Okay. She's the real Verónica. And so they just call it the Velacas case after that neighborhood in Madrid. And it was on Calle, which is street. I know that. Louis Marin 8. So they reported paranormal activity. So that call happened. However, that call happened a year later. So let's get into it. Okay. So Estefania,
a year later.
A year after her death.
Okay.
Or several months after her death. Almost a year after she started getting those hallucinations and experiences. Yeah. So that's one thing that's different, which who cares? That's not a huge difference, but it didn't happen within 3 days. Okay. So Estefania, she was interested in the occult, and that's why in the movie they showed all the magazines and stuff to try to show you that she's interested in this thing, in the Ouija board and the occult and stuff like that. She did do the Ouija board with her classmates, and what they were doing is they were trying to contact the dead boyfriend of one of her friends. So remember when she was like, Diana's boyfriend died in a motorcycle accident?
Yes.
That really, but it was her friend who died in the motorcycle accident was her boyfriend. So they did get together to contact him.
Okay.
Now, I only read about a couple, this was only mentioned a couple of places, but I want to mention it here because I think it may be valid. Her father did not die. Estefania's father did not die. He was alive. He's still alive as far as I know. I have no idea. But what the family does report is the grandfather died very close, before she did the Ouija board.
Okay.
And on his deathbed, he said something along the lines of, if I couldn't ruin your life when I was alive, I'll do it after death. He hated the family for some reason. Someone said it was financial. There wasn't a lot of details. There may be if I searched even deeper, but I didn't spend a whole lot of time on that. The thing is he said that. So for the family, the father in that movie is the grandfather.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So he had said something about that. So Estefania, she does the Ouija board with her friends to contact her friend's boyfriend who had passed away. A nun or a teacher did find them doing the Ouija board, and she ripped the Ouija board in half, which makes sense, especially if it was a Catholic school. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Literally, I told my kids, if you do a Ouija board and invite this shit into my house, you are in so much trouble. If you want to screw around with the Ouija board, you got to do it at your friend's house. You need to say goodbye to that spirit, and you need to come home.
Yeah, do whatever. Salt circle.
And, well, when people are going to, they'll hear this episode after the question. I'm going to post a question. I want to know, do people think Ouija boards are evil? Because I'm in, a shout out to a lady named Emily Dexter. I call her my magic mentor. She's worked with me. She's also my writing coach and has worked with me on developing my intuition and different things like that. But she had said, which brings me peace, that's why I want to share it with you, demonic forces and things like that cannot come into you. Ouija boards are not evil. They can't just attack you, because what you do is you go into it with, this is the space, this is who I'm calling, no one else is invited. Okay, I know that because of what she said. But how about anybody else who's just lighting candles and putting the Ouija board there and saying, hey, is anybody here? Does that invite evil? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, comment and let us know. Oh, look, I'm going to pretend that we have little graphics in the comments below. Comment and let us know if you think Ouija boards are evil. And, if you've had a weird experience with Ouija boards.
Oh, yeah.
Because didn't I tell you about my mom? Didn't I tell you about my mom when she was in her 20s?
Did you?
I'll just tell you really
told me.
fast in case I didn't. She has a picture. Oh my God, I need it from her. Her and my godmother, they were doing the Ouija board alone in their house when they were teens. Okay?
Okay, her and her best friend.
Her and her best friend, who is my godmother who passed away. Yeah.
Okay,
got her best friend became a godmother. Yeah, I really ran into that quick. I was really excited to tell you this story. So my mom's best friend, who is my godmother, who I got a tattoo for because she passed away, they were teenagers and they did the Ouija board. And they, it was kind of weird and they were kind of spooked out, but nothing crazy happened.
Yeah.
Weeks later, she got the film developed on her camera. There was a picture on her camera of her and her friend doing the Ouija board.
Stop it.
Yep, 100% real.
Okay, so no one was around.
No one was there. They were home alone. So even if someone was around, let's take it that route. Some freak master crept in the house, took a picture of them, and crept out. That's just as scary.
Either way. Oh God, that makes me sick to my stomach. That's.
But we would love to know any experiences that you have had as well. Okay.